And we are back here once again with another episode of the Iron Man podcast, episode 575. It's going to be another rendition of Tuesday's Big Showdown. And as you guys know, with this week, along with last week, I have to work 6 days. So, yeah, I was looking forward to having Thursday off, but something ended up happening once again. So, I'll be going into work on Thursday. Tomorrow, they say it should be a short day. That's what it is in the schedule, but that's not happening. I'll be probably there for the full 8 hours, actually. So, yeah, your boy's going to be a little tired this week. But I did manage to go see Alien Romulus today. Hopefully, I can schedule open spoiler discussion with a few people, actually. I think Kaida went seen it, so I'll just schedule a spoiler discussion with him probably later on in the week, actually. And Gray said he wanted to watch a new Halle Berry and Mark Wahlberg movie with me. Yay.
Yeah. We watched our last chick flick together, and then MSK's like, we need a second date. So, yeah, we're watching The Union. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. So I think I'll probably just go to the movie theaters again when I have another day off, which will be like next Tuesday, to see the Zoe Kravitz directed movie with Channing Tatum, because guys, I'm not leaving my house the rest of the week. I'm coming home after work and I'm just editing videos and I'm uploading them, and I'm just gonna be chilling at home. I don't gotta be going outside.
You be the manager there before you know it. Watch.
God, man. So today, after the theater, when I got Taco Bell, came home, vlog's done. I just have to edit the vlog and then upload it for you guys. And I did the Acolyte video. Talking about it getting canceled. And that video is already done. It's edited. All I got to do is put the thumbnail up on it. So before I go to bed tonight, I want to make sure the thumbnail's up on that video. And
you beat me on all my Acolyte videos.
What
Way
the
to go,
heck?
Sir.
You know what? There's one more Borderlands video to do. Guess what there is? And it's actually even worse than we could ever imagine.
One more, huh?
It's bad. People thought what I broke for news was bad. Oh, it's even worse.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually even worse. Yeah, not only were the numbers horrible, the studio just basically acknowledged that it was just a giant flop, and they were just basically trying to get rid of it at this point.
Well, yeah, they had it on the shelf for like 3 years, man. They had to know that it was shit.
Yeah, Lionsgate's a company where they always try to tackle other really popular franchises, and to do that, if I factor in, you would have to treat those with love and care like you do a lot of projects, right? But if you're going to tackle like obscure, popular franchises like Borderlands, I'm not even into those games, but a lot of people are. Well, if you want that to be like your next gravy train, you got to factor in the reason why I don't inherently want these things to fail. I want them to be good, because what the actual impact of something good like that can have is really, really amazing, honestly. But people have to factor in, if it is bad, it does more harm than good, So it's really just in this kind of spot. Like, factor in, if the Borderlands movie's good, then there's a big spike in people that are interested in the franchise again, playing the older games, and then they just announced they're making Borderlands 4, obviously, today, I think, or those announced yesterday. So you have that, and it's crazy how Walter's right. There's a Borderlands 4 that's coming out despite the movie flopping. So apparently they were like, you know what? We're just going to push forward with the games. I'm not saying that you can't adapt video games to movies, because they've never been able to do it in general. It's just the people that are involved are the problem. It's mostly that. Even if DEI wasn't a thing, or people think it's more impactful than what is shown or not shown, whatever people's mindset is, it doesn't matter. The people that they're hiring are complete trash. Whether DEI is involved or not doesn't mean anything. The people are just trash. They don't understand the properties. They don't know the properties. They don't even do basic research on them. Like, even if I'm not asking someone to be a hardcore fan overnight, but like the Halo TV show, for example,
at least know
the people that were writing it, they literally said, we're just going to go do our own story. Okay, then you don't want to do Halo then, obviously. Yeah. Like, what the hell? Like, oh, good Lord. It's just, it's crazy. I hate it here sometimes.
Kind of shitty, movies that taken from game IPs. Let's think back a few years to the early 2000s with U-Bowl. You know what I'm talking about? The guy who
No.
did
Isn't it like Ule Bowl or something? But yeah,
he did
like,
House of the Dead. He did Blood Rain. Are this so compare it to those shitty movies? Is it like that bad of a movie?
It feels more of a movie than that, but I don't know, man. I feel like people were giving it way worse scores than it kind of deserves, but it is not a good movie by any means. Like, it still goes in the bad category, but
just
like,
based on what I know the
bad,
game,
where those ones were. Like, I would even go with like the Evil Dead ones. Get into the or not Evil Dead, excuse me. The Resident Evil series gets into that as far as adaptions go. Like, it goes really far off and just kind of seems
really
weird. This isn't like that. It's just kind of a boring, like, worth nothing movie. It's strange, man. I don't know how this got made or had this much money spent on it, but MSK's got insight into that.
I don't know. It's a movie where I don't think it's the worst movie of the year, but if you really wanted to lowball it could potentially be, given how bad it was. I think the scores for it were somewhat justified.
Madam Web came out this year. Like, Madam Web is like comically bad.
Keep in mind, Gray, no one went to go see Madam Web. Keep in mind, no one went to go see this either.
I saw both of them in theater.
Oh my god!
You know, this has some elements of Eli Roth in there. He is the dude who directed it.
Not a flex.
I think he shot it as an R, and they just completely neutered him.
He shot it.
I think there's a reason why he wouldn't.
Oh, crap,
yeah, they shot it as an R-rated one, and then they're releasing it as PG-13. It just it sucks, man. Like, I don't want to blame him. Like, I don't want to blame, I can't remember her name, for making the Marvels. When the studio seems to kind of take over and decide. I mean, it sucks because their name's on it, but I guess Roth wouldn't come back for the reshoots and everything, so they ended up hiring the dude from Deadpool. But I don't know, man. It just sucks. It's not a good flick.
Yeah, it's just a nothing movie. You know, like, even Alien Romulus today, there's a few criticisms I had for it. The plots for some of these movies are almost just like non-existent anymore. They're mostly just like quest stories. You know, hey, I'm gonna go get this item and put it into this place, and that's it. That's not really a story, though. That's more like a quest, point A to point B. You know,
you're totally wrong. If you're calling just Romulus a quest, we'll get into it. I'd love to argue with you on the spoilers one.
Wait,
but man, there's so much going on.
You watch Alien Romulus?
Yeah, of course.
We can talk about
it. Why don't we just do a spoiler on Thursday?
Okay.
Thursday.
Are you free Thursday?
Sure.
Are you free Thursday?
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Wait, no, hold on. Thursday.
Yeah.
I have Chaz at 8. Hold on. I have Chaz at 8. Tomorrow would probably be better. Tomorrow at 6, does that work for you?
Right?
Yeah, I guess I could.
Sorry.
Sure.
Oh my god, he'll spare me, actually. You know. Okay, so we'll do Alien Romulus open spoiler discussion tomorrow at 6. Oh my god, it's hard. It's like pulling teeth with some of you people here. Like, god damn, yes or no? God damn, fuck me, my pussy. All right.
I mean, it sucks because I have to deal with you.
I watched
which,
Wolverine.
You know, but I love the franchise, so it's like I'm weighing my pluses minuses here.
Okay. Also, which Alien movies have you? Because I watched Alien.
Literally every one.
I didn't watch
of them.
3 or 4. You watched everything. Okay, I watched AVP. I didn't watch. Well,
did you watch AVP 2 Requiem?
Parts of it.
Did you watch Prometheus? What about Covenant?
Prometheus. I watched 10 minutes on a couch at James's house and I fell asleep. Alien Covenant. I watched in the theaters. And
without seeing Prometheus?
Did I need to? The Alien Covenant was pretty bad. Like awful.
It really
it would help you connect some stuff, but yeah.
Connect some stuff.
There are connections that are made in this one to all of them.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
He's been taken to hell for his bad takes. That makes sense. I think you're back now, MSK, but for a second you were roboting. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I'm the best judge of this series. I'm kind of a sim for it. I like all of them in so many different ways. I know everybody kind of universally hates 3 and 4. I like aspects of them. It's not the 3 that I wanted. I really wish it was a different start to that one. But man, there's some really cool Fincher stuff in that flick. And then Requiem, not Requiem, Resurrection. They just did not have the technology where they needed it. But some fun ideas again.
Because
I think you can tell which side I'm going to be on this Romulus thing.
Wasn't the idea behind Prometheus? It was supposed to be like a prequel to the Alien movies in general, like before the first one.
Kind of. That was how it was announced. And Ridley Scott always kind of hated all of the sequels and everything like that. He said it wasn't the way that he wanted it. So he kind of wanted to reboot and kind of explain, and then nobody was really happy because it strayed too far away from the Alien thing. So then he brought in Covenant. And nobody was happy because it went too into the Covenant, into the Alien thing. It's weird. There's been a bunch of different takes on everything. I love what James Cameron brought with Aliens, and I don't know. I guess Ridley Scott kind of hates that lore. So yeah, it's all different. Okay, well, I'll just vamp here. Good times.
Oh no, sorry. There was a little puppy outside going crazy. I'm going to go outside and throw a rock at it or something. Oh my god.
No.
Don't stone the puppy.
I hate dogs that do that. Oh my god. All right, one sec. Chloe, how you doing, girl? What you doing tonight? Hit me up later, as all girls do. Hi, Walter. Hi, Michael. Hi, Vulcan. Okay, so I got everyone there.
It is a magic goo. It's a non-Newtonian fluid.
when he, what's the character's name? Fucking hell. The guy, the main villain in a Covenant. Yeah, isn't his name Walter? His name is Walter. It's Walter.
Well, it depends on if you see David or Walter as the bad guy.
David or Walter.
But fair enough.
Right, yeah.
Walter is the second gen David.
Maybe that's why Walter likes Prometheus. They got the same name as the main character.
It's a fun exploration into what it takes to be human, and it's just kind of an interesting concept that David, like the the first edition synthetic, is way more human than any synthetic from there, and we had to go kind of that way. It's interesting. I don't know that the goo is weird. Once it gets to the goo, a lot of people are, very turned off by the black goo. But
so
what can I say? It's interesting.
Me, when it came to movie franchises like Alien and Predator, I do like them for what they are, and it's hard to make good stories out of them because, like, once you've seen like the first one or first 2 of them, it's like, how are you gonna top that? That's probably the best they're ever gonna be. I had the problem with Covenant because what's really interesting about these characters, both Alien and Predator, is you don't really know where they're from. We don't really know why they do what they do. It's kind of mostly just assumed based off of like how animals would act. When they brought in the Alien backstory, because the backstory is by far that might be one of the worst ones for like a major villain for a franchise. So if you haven't watched Covenant, basically, long story short, David or Walter loved one of the humans in Prometheus. Okay, keep in mind, he is an android. They cannot love. Androids can't feel emotion. That's already stupid already on just a massive dumb level. Oh. Then she didn't like him the same way. He kills her. Then he impregnates her with he kills her. No, he impregnates her with that magic goo you guys are talking about. So she essentially kind of basically gives birth to the first ever alien, which would be technically their queen. Then on the planet they were heading to, he disperses this magic goo onto these people. So that's why in Covenant, people could breathe plant air and turn into fucking and get like basically face huggers inside of them.
If you left, why did you do that?
You missed so much in so
that's
much.
What they said in Covenant.
Just so wrong.
That's what they said in Covenant. That was the backstory for the alien. Basically, the guy loved the bitch, killed her with the alien actually, and I was like, all right, well, this is terrible. This is trash. Get me out of here.
So it's not exactly that. So we don't know the history.
But it's close.
Well, so there is that weird wall that has like the carving, the like intricate artwork of a xenomorph, which seems like they were like praising this prior creature, but we don't know what caused that space jockey to have those eggs in that ship. It is a completely different ship than anything that we see in Covenant or Prometheus. It looks like there is another type, and I forget what they call it, like neomorph, not xenomorph or something like that. And that's what David ended up creating after he genetically messes with the goo. And he does take out the engineers, but it doesn't seem like the engineers were the original. Like somebody created the engineers, which is interesting. I wish we got the third part into Ridley Scott's series, but technically it didn't quite lead into Xenomorphs yet. So it still is a little unclear, but you kind of understand that it has something to do with the goo. And then from what we just learned in this new one, the goo does take place. It now totally connects the goo into it. So
yeah,
so it's in Romulus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
There is goo in Romulus.
That's why people kept saying, "Oh my God, this connects to Prometheus and Ridley Scott's trilogy." People got to factor.
It connects to everything in a fun way. If there's any part of the series or franchise that you don't like, it's probably got a nod to it in this, so you might not like it.
Well, even in the trailers, remember the very first teaser trailer, it said from the producer of Don't Breathe, from the director of Don't Breathe, Evil Dead, and then it said producer Ridley Scott. Guys, it said producer Ridley Scott.
He had to actually take it and pitch it to Ridley Scott, because Ridley does kind of own the whatever right for it or whatever. So it got scot-free into it.
Well, because that's the problem. Is like, I don't want it connecting to a movie that's probably potentially as bad as Prometheus, but then again, he is the guy you do kind of have to go over with. Like, this is the same guy that also did Covenant, and it's like, oh Lord, I can't believe it.
Yeah,
my brain almost exploded when that explanation happened. I was like, all right, well, this sounds really stupid. This sounds actually horrible. Who wrote this line of trash?
I wish I had the box office numbers in front of me, but I think Prometheus had like $120 million budget, and I think they made like 400 or something like that. And then I think Covenant had $100 million, and they made 3 something. So I'm not sure if they quite made it back. So he never got his third in that series. But I think they still retained some of the rights or something like that, is why they basically had to go to him to pitch it. But fair enough. He seemed to be into Fede's idea, and he seemed to like it, even though it does kind of wink and nod at everything in the franchise.
I got you. So, like, my issue with Romulus is I've made it very clear. I'm not a huge prequel fan, or like fan of hearing the story from back. If we're hearing the storyline, I don't want holes filled here. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to wait. Now we have to wait years for another movie, right? But everyone's like, it's not a prequel. It's kind of like happening the same time as Alien. Okay, but it's never mentioned in any other movies, so you know what happens, right?
Sort of. Well, so if you remember in between 1 and 2, Ripley is in cryo sleep. Yeah. Like her pod is going for 68 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's 30 years after Nostromo blew up, and it's 38 years before she gets found or something like that. So it's an interquill, I think is what they call it, but it's right in between.
Sequels, but it's never mentioned again in any of the other Alien movies. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just the way my brain works. Like, I don't want to. I don't need a hole filled. I want to hear the story continue.
It doesn't necessarily break any continuity or anything like that. Like, that Weyland-Yutani is not exactly the most up and up company, and there's always kind of theories that like Ash just showed up. They had a previous science officer for like the last 5 missions or something like that, but right before the one that they all went on an Alien, for some reason Ash replaced the science officer. So you think that Weyland-Yutani probably had something to do with the Nostromo finding that particular thing. Perhaps they even sent them there on purpose to test it or to bring something back. Who knows? So there's a bunch of different theories, and then some of the books and comics kind of get into that. Ridley kind of had a different idea on it, but I don't know. I guess we'll not get Ridley's idea of an interquill, but it sounds like we might get a Fede AVP, which might be cool.
Prometheus's budget. Now, keep in mind, when you come on some of these websites for movies this old, they don't tell you the actual marketing budget. And for something this big, marketing budget was
I have no idea the marketing, but production was
like 120 to 130. So, yeah. It took in 403. No, that's a flop. That's pretty bad. That's terrible.
I thought it was 430. My bad. Not that helps that much, but I apparently switched those two.
All right, fine. It would have made it different that much anyway, honestly. Covenant. I remember Covenant was a huge flop itself.
It was. It had less of a budget. God. It was $100 million in production, but it did not make back nearly.
It did 240. So bad.
I'm just saying, 20 million less in the budget, but yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Mike Walter says, so you find the aliens space exploration stuff rational. They make it pretty rational, even in this movie, actually, that you could believe what's going on.
Finish it though. Finish it.
I always androids can't feel emotion. That when you start saying stuff like that, that's where you take me out. That like just makes no sense. A robot cannot feel emotion. Despite what all these alien movies try to tell you, robots
You're right.
can't feel emotion.
And these are synthetic humanoids.
That's true.
Not robots.
Technically. They're robot hybrids. To be fair, they've broken them up and they're mostly robot, honestly. You know?
They're not cyborgs. They're just synthetic beings.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, they've always kind of played with that. That's what I like about these movies, actually. Like, I'm kind of like you with these movies. I like them for what they are. I'm not like, I'll say not a huge fan. I'm not a fan of these the same way I'm a fan of like superhero movies or like anime or whatever. These are kind of like, I like these for what they are. But I kind of know that, I'll be honest here, Alien kind of wins most of these movies anyway, and he's going to kill everyone. Most of these movies, the main hero always survives and everyone else usually dies. That's kind of how that works, actually.
That's my issue with the Alien movies is like you almost every movie I've watched, I knew what was going to happen before going in because you know that's how they're supposed to end.
Guarantee you didn't know what was going to happen with Prometheus.
Well, honestly, I don't even remember. I remember like 3 specific things with Prometheus: the chick pulling the xenomorph out of her stomach, the ship almost rolling on her, and then the eggs, and that's it. I remember nothing else about that movie.
You don't remember that like they're running away from the ship that is this big U shape, but instead of like moving to either side, they just run in a straight line so that it comes
that's what
right
I'm talking
down.
about. That's what I'm talking about. I remember the ship rolling. I'm like, why don't you just move?
Okay, what about the self abortion scene?
That I know that I remember that.
And then that leads to the trilobites, a new creature that was created for that.
I don't remember.
It's like a squid, and then it bites the engineer, and then you get one from the engineer.
Don't remember.
It's kind of fun.
There's Alien Earth. That's
a
coming up too. So I remember when Covenant bombed. It's weird. Covenant bombed really bad, and then they announced this movie. And they announced the series. I think the Alien series, Alien Earth, that's coming out next year, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Next year? Yeah.
I'm kind of excited for it, but
me too. Yeah. Yeah. This movie
got me popped.
I know Darnell's not gonna watch it. This is supposed to serve as a prequel set 3 decades before the events of the first Alien movie. Why are we
doing
doing
learn
this?
about the rise of Weyland Yutani. It's gonna be great.
Oh my god. Or all these prequels and interquels and before a prequel and intersequel prequel bullshit. God damn, man.
But this is a reboot-quel.
I'll be honest here. He probably should just finish out the Covenant trilogy. Just one movie, finish it out. But that
it would have been cool.
Honestly.
I wish we had gotten what he saw as the connection because we haven't quite gotten to Xenomorph yet. I think he would have heavily involved David in that, but I don't know. Hard to say. But we'll never get that. So, good times.
So
Walter
said he saw it. Me and Walter saw it. Me and you both saw it. Not Darnell. Oh my God, fucking hell. Diesel saw it. Iron saw it.
Of course.
I wonder who else seen it. But Okaida in the group, he's seen it, actually. Mm-hmm. I'll say this. If you're asking me, if you like the Alien movies, go to watch this. Okay. I would say do that. Like I said, always make your own, always judge for yourself. But if you're asking me, should I go to the theater and buy a ticket for this? I would say yes, honestly.
If you're in the camp of there are only 2 Alien movies, you're still going to like about like 90% of this.
Most of this, yeah.
I heard that
it isn't a lot of nods to the other ones. But,
movies like just like this movie has the problem that Trap did. An unneeded forced
final
part that does not need to be there at all.
It needed this. No, you're totally wrong. Every Alien movie has 4 acts. This needed it. The 4th act in this was great. I love it. It made so without spoilers, it made what is one of the worst movies in the franchise, or the universally hated one. And it did that thing, but way better and in a way that works for me, where it didn't work in the other one. So, I don't know. For me, real good. I don't care about Ridley at this point. It's all about Fede, Mr. Alvarez. I enjoy it. Don't worry.
Out with the old, in with the new. Okay. All right. Oh, God. Yeah, so for me, I don't know. I've only seen the first two, Alien versus Predator, this one, and Covenant. So I've seen pretty much everything except for 3, 4, and Prometheus.
So you've seen half the franchise. Good for you.
Yeah, there you go.
I know everyone hates the Alien Predator with
the Alien.
Predator is the Alien with the
Predator Requiem.
But I like it because I like the comedy. I like it.
I didn't laugh at anything though. How do you guys laugh at that stuff? I'm sitting there going just stone cold right when these guys are making jokes.
Watching the soldiers with PTSD and their craziness, and being neck deep in that shit a lot, it resonated with me.
What? You guys are insane. There's no way that was needed. If you watch Alien Romulus, the fucking movie is over before that. The movie's done.
Dude, if you watch the first Alien, it's over. She gets off Nostromo. It explodes. And then all of a sudden you've got another act. Because you're saying, you know why.
Don't be a tiny. God damn. Oh, God.
Vulcan nailed why I don't like prequels. That explains it right there.
Fair enough. It is definitely subjective. It is kind of a franchise thing. If you're not into it, it's going to seem desperate for sure.
They're basically a coin flip. You essentially, unless you get a straight bomb fire project, and I mean that word in like good terms. Unless you get something straight fire, it essentially feels like it's worthless. They're always straight up 50-50. Either they're the best thing or they're one of the worst things, because you don't want to feel like you've wasted your time watching something in theory that doesn't make sense, that won't matter in the grand scheme of things. That's kind of what it like. Wonder Woman 1984, when that was announced, I was like, trilogy. Well, like Wonder Woman 1984 was like, well, why do I care if she's still in the past? Like, what does this affect with the future? Honestly, just that's me. Some of these like useless I forgot Alien movies have their fourth acts actually. Hey man,
every single one does. Like they beat her in Aliens, and then all of a sudden, out of the ship, all of a sudden the Queen shows up. It is a tradition, man. There's 4 acts. I like
the addition of the Queen, and that to be honest, that would have helped out the final act of the movie, was having the Queen in it. I thought the Queen was in it, honestly, but then again, my brain subverted my own expectations, so I'll leave that myself, honestly. But you know what? I will say, despite the little bit of flaws that I have with it, because it's obviously not perfect, but I did have my fair share of issues. It's overall a really solid, fun, enjoyable movie. I would definitely go to the theaters and see it. Watch this over Trap and Borderlands. Please.
Just go watch Deadpool Wolverine again.
Why is there 2 retards fighting? You could do that, but you already saw that.
You put 2 of yourself on the screen.
Distance that girl. Get with the hero, Deadpool Wolverine is last week's news. It's all about Fede Alvarez.
No, 2 billion. Let's hit 2 billion.
Oh shit! We have Blake Lively's movie. You can go watch a chick flick with your wife. Hey, there are girls that are into it. And guess what, Gray? Guess what I did last night at Walmart? I found it.
You watched it again?
There we go. The Walmart cover. No.
Okay, so you heard the book romanticizes abuse, and you're like, I need a copy.
I need it. At Walmart, they were there. This is the Blake Lively cover, because the other ones on Walmart on Amazon look kind of gay. And it was like chapter 1. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really read books like these because I just there's no pictures, man. I just need pictures to visualize stuff better. And then there's words here.
Yeah, and it's not Quack. It is one of the books.
This is why. Here, let me, okay, so you have this. Okay, you have this great artwork there with Blake Lively. She's cute. Okay, then you have the part right here. Okay, look, listen, what this stuff is gay if you read books. It ends with us. Okay.
That's normal for a book.
Table of contents. All right, cool. Why is this there?
It's the title page, sir.
I've always had issues with that.
Fuck off.
I've always been.
Yeah, but
I've always had issues with, I agree with him
100%.
It's the dedication.
Why are you yelling at me?
You're giving 3 pages when you can do it all in 1.
Wasted pages here. I'm kidding, but overall, those are like slight nitpicks. Chapter 1. As I sit here, fell asleep when I started
Just
reading.
Wait until you get to the letters. She writes journal entries to her hero, Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh my god!
And that's the way that you get the backstory. So, I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
No. At some point, I will eventually read this. This is a cool thing to have. That's like a little novelty aspect. Do I read? No, I'm black. CNN was right.
No, but you're super into Finding Nemo, and that plays heavily into the book. They had to tone it down for the movie, but don't worry. Your Ellen DeGeneres will be represented quite heavily in that book.
I'm just pointing out. Oh, did you know? Okay, the whole reveal. Did you hear about the reveal from the movie as far as that one character, about who that one character's thing belongs to? Did you already guess who it was? Because I already kind of guessed who it was anyway.
The reveal. Are we talking
spoil
about It Ends With Us, or are we talking about
Alien Romulus?
Oh, you're
Okay.
switching without telling us.
So are you talking about what's her name, Kay or whatever? Are you talking about the lovely lady who happens to be with child? Are you talking about the father of the
Guess who
child?
the father was correctly?
Well, she says the father is an asshole, and there's only one asshole that we've seen in the entire show. So I got to guess.
We'll kind of find out that that person was her cousin.
Yeah, but he says what? So I mean, can you blame her? He's got a lovely accent.
Would you sleep with your cousin?
If she was like, "There's something in the water," I would not. But I might consider it because of the accent.
Accidentally, if she was hot enough. Then again,
accidentally. What, you like walking by, you slip, and you my dick just went in you. How do you accidentally sleep with
That's actually a porno. That's actually a porno.
I know.
I'm just saying they're on a small mining place. Their choices are limited. They wouldn't be the first cousins to mess around. But yeah, there's one asshole in the movie. It kind of makes sense when she says the father's just some asshole. Like, oh, okay.
And to be
I think
fair,
it even cuts to that guy next.
It was proven scientifically that like if siblings sleep together, there's like a 0.001% chance of more of like something happening.
I don't know. I've never looked into
it's like the higher percentage of it is like pretty much nothing. So sleep with someone.
So the stats of what people were fearing of, like if your brother and sister have a kid, it would come out stupid. So that's actually just a myth for the most part.
Supposedly, is like the difference is minuscule.
Oh, okay. So if the baby just came out autistic or retarded, that because this be something in your genes, probably.
Yeah, supposedly.
Oh. Angry Vulcan says, "I'm here to deliver a package." This is crazy because he's actually a postman. He can actually say jokes like that.
Sausage.
God, yeah, and I had sex already, so I'm good. No more sex for me. Women are a distraction, and I am all.
Oh, you're like a sexual camel then? Just you're no longer thirsty. Gotcha. You're good for the years.
Preferably honest. So, what have we watched? We watched Deadpool Wolverine. We watched Trap. We watched Alien Romulus. We watched Borderlands. We watched It Is With Us. What haven't we watched yet?
I haven't watched Despicable Me 4.
I haven't watched that yet, and that is peak Minions. Minions are winning the cinema. I absolutely love it. Just Minions can get the infinite W's. What else is coming out? Let me go see it in my theater because I'm watching that Channing Tatum movie. The one that's directed by Zoe Kravitz. Actually, I'm watching that. But I won't be watching that the week it drops. Let me see. I'm pretty sure it
looks good. It
does look pretty interesting. Yeah.
I just had this bad feeling they're gonna fucking shit the bed in the last act.
That's what I'm really worried about too. Yeah,
they're going.
It's out this weekend. There's like 4 of them out this weekend.
It's like Glass Onion. I fucking loved Glass Onion till the very end.
I really did like the first Knives Out movie. I thought it was actually genuinely pretty good.
Yeah,
honestly. I did
Ryan
not
Johnson's
know
hit or miss with me. I actually have to go back and watch all of his films and
same here. We'll Knives Out was great. Glass Onion, I liked till the end, and that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Don't or Blink Twice is gonna be. It's gonna be good till you hit the end, and then
I don't know, Matt. It kind of looks like Jordan Peele meets like White Lotus. Like I don't know, man. I'm kind of into it. Like aesthetically, it looks pretty fun.
I'm just.
It comes out this Friday
weekend,
like you said.
Yeah.
I'm just.
So I'll be watching it on Tuesday. I'll go see it on Tuesday. Honestly, yeah.
There's like 2 horror movies that are also coming out this weekend. There's like 4 movies that are going to try and compete. Yeah, horror
movies.
Yeah.
You know what we should do?
Yeah, movies about horror.
We should watch Terrifier 1 and 2 and its prequel All Hallows Eve before Terrifier 3 comes out.
I'd rather die.
What?
You think I'm stomaching those movies again? You think I'm stomaching Terrifier 2? I barely stomached the first one. Yes, like the first one I did. I haven't seen the second one.
It's like,
of course,
you watched it 8 times. You are a freak.
I am.
It's not bad, man. Like it's fun to watch him. He's entertaining. You know, it's a cool.
Yes. My favorite
The Crow is out this weekend.
Oh God! Don't mention that.
And so's Strange Darlings, which I've heard nothing but good things about.
Oh yeah,
we have Stream drops this week too.
Yeah, that's the one that I was looking for. It's not listed on IMDb for some reason. But yeah, that's the other one that I was looking at. That's the other horror one.
Twisters at my theater. Dude, they're still playing Twisters at my theater. That shit already bombed and went to digital already.
What Stream?
It didn't bomb that much though, man.
Oh, what do you think of Y2K?
Is that a band?
No, the movie coming out.
Oh, sorry.
A24?
A24.
I have not seen that one, man. I'm not familiar with it. I just thought it'd be funny to leave MSK hanging there for a bit.
It's coming out in a few weeks, I think.
I never saw the original. I was there's some movies that I've just never watched and never been that interested in.
You've never watched The Crow?
Nope.
You haven't honored Brandon Lee? He gave his life for this movie.
Sir, your blood pressure is rising up. Gonna get you some medicine. Oh my gosh.
I'm happy now. I'm chill. It's cool. It's cool.
So
it's very 90s dialogue.
Okay. Blink Twice. It's rated R, and it's only an hour and 42 minutes. That's not that bad. I'm gonna go see it Tuesday. I'm gonna go see it on Tuesday. I could probably go to the early showing. I'm gonna go at 1:00. That's the earliest showing. Get it in, get it done, and then my theater's not keeping Stream for a while, so maybe I'll go to the theaters on Saturday and watch Stream. Oh God, I have one showing at 8:45. So if we do the regular Saturday show, we have to cap it at the same time we did before, hour 30-ish. So yeah, are you gonna go watch Stream, or are you just gonna go watch Blink Twice?
Who are you talking to?
I don't think I'll see it twice, but I think I'll probably see one of them in the theater, and then I don't know, International Waters will probably be a good place to watch the other one, but I don't know. I what can I say? I like new releases. There's also another weird one coming out that's called Greedy People with Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it, and Lily James, and I can't remember the dude's name, something Patel. It looks interesting.
Dev Patel.
Is it Dev? I thought it was it's Himesh Patel, but
yeah. You're right.
But yeah, that one looks kind of interesting. There's 4 of them I want to see this weekend. I don't know why they're all competing with Alien, It Ends With Us, and Wolverine, Deadpool. It seems like it's a huge weekend, but damn, a lot of releases. They're trying to get this last couple before school starts or something. I don't know.
Oh, Tracy Lords is in Greedy People as well.
Yeah, that was the main selling point. I was trying to keep that under wraps, but yeah, I hear she's making a comeback. Tracy Lords.
I'm sorry.
MSK might be a fan.
Yeah, Joey Lauren Adams.
Oh shit, well, Joey Lauren's in that?
It's kind of kind of a fine line to walk if you say you're a fan of her. Yeah. It's kind of a fine line to walk you say you're a fan of Tracy Lords. Because if you know,
for sure. Yeah.
Some of it's
MSK is. He likes her early work.
Oh no.
Are you guys making fun of me?
No, definitely not accusing you of crimes.
Anyway. Stay away from her stuff.
No, you're fine. I gotta go and get a refund for the ticket that I bought for Alien Romulus because my connection was bad and I couldn't show the guy my ticket online that I bought, so I just bought the ticket there. So he said go on the website and just get a refund, and I'm like, all right, I'll just go and do that.
Oh, that sucks, man. Well, I'm glad you didn't have a bad showing because I know there were a couple people that the sound was fucked up in there. It's I don't know if it was a bad copy or just the theater fucked up, but good. I'm glad that wasn't the issue.
So speaking of Skarsgård, did any of y'all watch? What's that movie he just did where H. John Benjamin voiced him?
Boy Kills World. I loved that thing, man. I didn't think I was gonna like it at all, and dude, it's fun. It very video game with H. John Benjamin just doing voiceover. I loved it, but it's not the smartest of like action movies, but I really dug it, man.
I liked it to the end when I called the helmet chick from the start.
Yeah.
Called that,
you got to.
And it wasn't as funny as the trailer made it seem.
I laughed quite a few times, but I guess I'm a big fan of H. John Benjamin.
Oh no, I laughed too, but it wasn't consistent. If that makes any sense for me.
Yeah, I get you, man.
You know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call it a perfect movie or anything like that, but I fully expected to hate it because it's like, a lot of the action movies now kind of suck and they don't really hit the notes of the comedy. But I don't know. For this one, it worked. So I've recommended it a few times, but it's not for everybody.
There's the killer. There's the killer with Dave Bautista walking around sniping people in broad daylight. You ever seen trailer? You ever seen a trailer for that? Yeah.
You ever seen what?
Dave Bautista,
the trailer's going around of Dave Bautista in a movie called The Killer. He's going to be the main leading man. Last time I saw that guy leading a movie was that shitty Zack Snyder zombie movie. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm trusting this guy to lead a movie ever again. That was tragedy, honestly. So yes, just want to let you guys know the next movie I'm going to watch in theaters is Blink Twice. I'm going to watch that on Tuesday. And then I'm going to watch The Union on Saturday. So that way we can have the open spoiler discussion for that one on Sunday. So the Alien Romulus.
That one too.
Yeah, the Alien Romulus open spoiler discussion will be tomorrow at 6 PST. Wednesday, Top G's, depending on who messages me back, is going to be at 8. And then on Thursday, we have the Cloud9 podcast and the regular scheduled programming to go through, actually.
You said Batista's in The Killer? Because I'm not seeing a movie coming out with him in it.
Are you sure? There's no way.
It's Sam Worthington. It's a Peacock movie. And then Peacock. One from 2023 with Michael Fassbender.
Hold on, give me a sec.
I'm not seeing anything with Batista coming up.
Also, I'm just retarded, but I might be wrong.
Why can't it be both?
Fair enough.
Oh my god. It's called The Killer's Game.
No.
Yep.
Close.
The Killer's Game.
Okay.
Stars Dave Bautista, Sofia Boutella, Terry Crews, Palm
Clemente. That's Mantis from Guardians.
Oh, hell. God, she's way more attractive.
10 upcoming things.
And including... They're all MCU people except for Terry Crews. That's crazy.
Lucy Cork. What is she?
He's got another one coming up called The Last Showgirl. That sounds interesting.
Apparently, The Killer's...
There's been Showgirls before, but this is the last one.
Apparently, The Killer's Game is based off a book. God, all these things are based off books. God damn. You guys want me to keep reading? I can't read, people. Oh, God. Walter says... Do you guys think Sony will find a way to make Venom 3 worse than Venom 2? So how?
Well, I think now that information
nothing
came
they
out.
Can do.
Well, I don't know. Now that information came out that Sony's purposely making movies with characters to keep Marvel from using it, I think that the potential they make it a bad movie is pretty high.
Yeah, I mean... Nothing's about as bad as the first two. You'd honestly, like, to be fair, it's that one sign, that one meme that I show where my expectations are low, but holy fuck, like, my expectations are literally almost non-existent. So, yeah, go in there and do whatever. I just want this franchise to be over. This is a stupid concept to begin with, honestly. It never could work. The idea of it sounded stupid. I'm surprised we got to 2024 for this to still be going, only because.
Sorry, I tuned out for a second. Are you talking about the Iron Man podcast? Oh, sorry, you're talking about.
Yeah, for sure. Chloe got him. Yeah, I can't. Oh shit. Whatever. I don't care to get a refund. I don't care. I get paid this week anyway. It's not gonna matter. It's only like a $10 ticket. Lord, man. What else we have for tonight? No, that's as far as movies are concerned, that's pretty much it, honestly. Oh, last night, if anyone was wondering why lag was happening during the stream, but it wasn't shown during the VOD, for some reason, there was several areas where I live, or just in California, that were going to like a massive like internet power outage or some bullshit like that. So it should be back up and running, honestly. But that's why I didn't stream a leak today, because I was scared that, you know, if I stream, it's gonna start doing that shit again. And it's like, oof. Didn't want that happening for you guys. What else happened?
That was bad.
It was pretty bad. Yeah, it suddenly was one of the indie comic launch streams of all time. And you know what? I did read I read her book. I have to review the Ripazine #1 and Discord #1, because I don't review anymore, because if I keep putting stuff in my head to review, it's just gonna cloud my brain. So I'm gonna just take it one at a time. I'm gonna review those 2 books, then Gooding, and I'm gonna go through this one Aliens trade paperback right here. A lot of people have ever been into like the Alien comic books, but I mostly collect them through trades now. I'm not the guy that does like back issues. Just give me the entire thing in back trades, actually. You know. Let's see.
Sorry.
Most of the art looks pretty good in here, honestly. Holy fuck, sign me up. Good lord. Chloe says, I don't know.
It's like a
Walter, I've never heard of this movie.
Yeah, Darnell was talking about Walter's one, the Megapolis. So, like, have you ever seen like Metropolis or any of those other ones? There's been a few different versions of it. This is finally his take on it. So I'm looking forward to it. Don't know that it's gonna be great, but I think visually it's gonna be amazing. So hell yeah.
It looks like it is.
Chloe says, I don't know. I kind of like the Venom movies. I don't know. I view them as dumb action.
Holy shit.
She says, I view them as dumb action movie fun. So it could just be me. Yeah, most people will probably just view them as that. And like, that's if you have no prior knowledge of who these characters are, that's probably how most people view them. But even that, there's so many more better dumb fun action movies than these, though. Like, by far, there's so many better ones, you know? There was one movie series that I never watched that people said was really good. It's John David Washington Equalizer movie series. They said that was actually pretty good. I haven't seen a single one of those.
A Denzel movie?
Maybe I just watch more shark movies.
The first 2 are really great.
Yeah, I can't remember the second one, but the first one's good for like a revenge movie. It's
Pedro Pascal is his friend.
And I never saw the second one. I don't remember him with Pedro.
Okay, he's part of like a conspiracy that Denzel uncovers. It's a good one. Yeah. Oh yeah, Prototype, man. That was a good game. I like that series.
Oh God. Oh, remember last night on Twitter, they announced this Kong video game without Kong, and it's just some 2D Mario shit like on the Nintendo DS.
What?
It's arguably one of the yeah, that's what people wanted to play for a video game. Kong, but it's a dude. What? No, I shit you not. It's like you know that Arkham game called Arkham Blackgate on the PSP Vita, where it's just like it's a 2D. That's what this is, but for apparently it's like in between. It's like after the events of like Godzilla vs. Kong. A guy just going around with no Kong. I should have put it. I should have put it in the group chat. It was they were getting roasted in the comment section. It was glorious. Let's just say that.
No.
Gosh, I'm not following the Black Wukong controversy with that game. Like, there's so many game controversies every day. There was the Assassin's Creed one. There's Black Wukong. Screen Rant had an article criticizing the game, saying it lacked diversity. But this is the game you play as a giant monkey. Like, what? Like, bro, who gets paid to write shit like that? I just will never.
It sounds like it was you. Are you upset that they stole your idea?
Yes. This depends on the day. God, what else happened? No, I mean, the Acolyte's gone. I know that was Gray's favorite show, but in the video that I did, it's done. I said put the thumbnail on it and it's ready to go. Basically, long story short, it started out with a good amount of people, with about 4.8 million people for the first like 2 episodes, 3 episodes max. Then there's this giant middle part that everyone fell off of. Then a small amount of people came back for the finale, but it wasn't nearly enough as much people that started with it. So basically, people were like, "Oh my god, the Chud, the big head, they won." It's like, no, I don't understand this. Okay, these, but I was told these people's opinions don't matter. I was told these people don't. They're a major minority. Their opinions don't matter. Internet incels with a microphone, basement dweller, blah 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 blah. Apparently, none of that matters. Okay. Apparently, Disney loves people of color, right? So we just didn't watch them just like axe a whole bunch of people of color's jobs right in front of their faces, right? We're gonna pretend that just didn't happen. Cool. And people were like, "Oh my god, Star Wars is just Disney's only catering to a certain type of Star Wars fan, as they always should have." Like, I don't know where you people think your opinions come from, but if they're supposed to cater to you and you don't show up to watch the product, they should be doing it anyway. It's a stupid thing. But if you're not going to show up for the product that they're clearly making for people like you, then I don't know what to tell you. If people don't show up, then they don't watch. And keep in mind, not everyone's terminally online. That's the point people keep lacking when they're understanding this stuff. The people that aren't terminally online watched it, didn't like it, and then stopped watching. And then they basically went, "I'll check out the final episode to see if it's worth maybe checking out the middle part." They did that, and it wasn't enough. That's how it worked, okay? Not everyone's just terminally online like we are doing podcasts. That's not happening, okay? People say, "Well, if the writing's good, then people will stay." Well, the writing wasn't good, and people didn't stay. That's literally what happened. People just dropped off the face of a cliff. God.
It just sucks, man. They did a gimmick with the storytelling where they're doing this kind of like Rashomon thing where they're showing an event from multiple different angles with an unreliable protagonist, unreliable narrator. So you don't know, is this really what happened? And just because of that, they just sacrificed so much in like characterization, actual story to keep this mystery. So then it had to pay off something. And then that payoff just sucked. So yeah, it really is a shame.
Yeah. Had it succeeded, can guarantee you, even though, like you just said, it was told from a perspective of an unreliable narrator, they were going to say, "Oh yeah, this is what really happened now."
Yeah, well, you'd hope that payoff is going to actually make up for, like actually getting to know any of the characters, actually caring about any of them. But I don't know, it just didn't work out. But there's some things that show did that was kind of cool. Like I did like the way they introduced some elements into the universe. I got to be honest, I wanted to see what they could have done with a second season if they're not going to use a gimmick for the storytelling. But I don't know. I'm not going to cry myself to sleep or whatever that it got canceled. I'm probably about the only one who's like, yeah, I'd watch the second. But
dude,
I'm still not going to say this one was good.
You're having people that are having legit meltdowns. Like, bro. Yeah. Like, people are like, "Well, a bunch of bad TV shows got renewed for second seasons." Yeah, and a bunch of good ones got renewed for what are these level of? This is like stupid. Yeah, there are great TV shows that don't get a second season. There's obviously bad shows that get more than one season. But people like to pretend there's only one spectrum to these things. There's also bad shows that get canceled like this one. Or there's good shows that move forward. It's not like a one thing. Like, yeah, good shows don't sometimes get more than one season. But that doesn't mean that...
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Here's a big reason why that happens. When you have like flagship shows like this, like a massive IP, they can't afford to have a second season and it not do as well, not do well. Bad shows that get a second season usually are shows that are mid or like the bottom of the ladder in terms of like financial. What's the word I'm looking for here? There's not much finance being put into it in the overall spectrum that they can afford to do a second season and take that chance. Shows like
this one just had dump trucks of money just
the CW renewed a whole bunch of bad shows for years. But this thing is, people never said those shows were good. If that's the logic that people are going to use, the CW never made good decisions though, like for anything. Even when shows that were actually good, they made horrible decisions for.
I love Supernatural, but that show should have ended 3 seasons before it did.
all the times they faked it was the final season for advertising to boost the viewers. Well, I love it.
If you watch the show, that season 12, the way it ends, was supposed to be the series finale. The way that episode ends. But they kept getting renewed.
You gotta understand, it's much different now with these streaming services, given the fact that there's advertisers there. Advertisers want big numbers. That's it.
That's There's no advertisers on Disney yet, but
are there not? No, they have an ad-free plan. I'm pretty sure they do.
Do they?
I'm wrong. I think they do.
Am I paying for a goddamn ad-free plan?
Disney Plus has ads. I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think so.
I know I gotta watch ads on Prime, but I don't think Disney does. I swear I'm not paying extra for that shit.
They don't have an ad-free plan yet, but I'm sure it's gonna come.
If you subscribe to Disney Plus standard with ads, you will experience ads while watching most shows and movies.
Huh. God damn it.
Yeah.
Look into that.
Yeah, Disney has an ad-free. Yeah, the Disney Plus Basic. Yeah, Duo. Yeah. Okay.
All right, then screw that. I'm going to have to cancel.
I have the bundle.
Yeah, maybe
Hulu,
that's what's going
Disney
on with my
Plus
thing.
And ESPN and Hulu Live. So that's probably why I didn't know they had a ad thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is
Walter's talking about that Raised by Wolves show. That thing was awesome. It had very Romulus and Remus vibes.
Really?
Yeah. That show had great reception to it. I was gonna check it out. And then the Nevers from Joss Whedon, great reception. No season 2. No season. I think it was just one season for that show too. There's plenty of great shows.
I know.
That never
like
only got
Acolyte.
one season. There was plenty of great shows that only got one season, actually. There's plenty of bad shows that get canceled. I don't know where that line of logic comes from, because this is why women are stupid. They use logic in this arbitrary way.
What does this have to do with women?
Because it's mostly women that were complaining, man. Because women are like, oh, but there's bad shows. Yeah, but there's also good shows.
I'm glad your mic cut out when you did that.
Oh my god, fucking hell, man! I hate life.
Okay, fair enough. So it didn't translate into views and everything, but man, this was the most talked about show. And maybe I did it to myself with my stupid feed, but there was nothing but Acolyte shit. The entire what was that, 8 weeks it was on or something like that. Yeah. It just seemed like it was everywhere. So I don't know. I was hoping that somehow translated into views, but I think people were just watching people roast it, not the actual thing. So
yeah, that's most of my feed was on everything was negative videos about it.
Yeah, and that's pretty much all I saw too. But I don't know. I'm not sure how that is all about women, but MSK will tie it in somehow.
I will show you. My feed today was all women having legit meltdowns for this show. I can almost guarantee you they didn't even finish it. At least someone like you, I could probably tell you watched most of it. They didn't watch most of it. They probably dipped out at the first episode too. Yeah.
They missed the best episode.
At least. Oh yeah, 6 hands down. At least everybody got to see Manny Jacinto and what he's working with.
Muscles.
There was, oh my god, today there was a TikTok thread of women that were complaining about big. Oh my god, I found it. Oh god,
you found a woman on TikTok. Congratulate. Oh, well,
women are ugly. Fuck. God damn. All right, of course she has different colored hair, of course, because reasons, right? Oh god, here, I'll show you guys right now.
I like what fucking said.
Stupid, man.
TikTok tits.
A small compilation of TikTok reacting to the Acolyte being canceled. Enjoy. Oh, Lord. Here we go. So sound up. I wish the sound was down when watching this trash.
So the Acolyte was canceled.
It's definitely because incels didn't like 2 people of color holding hands. We're not going to forget that.
Just that alone is of course a black lady would say that. Of course black people would say that. Good God.
That was after a person of color committed a lot of murders too. I don't know. It's just weird if you want to frame it like that, as opposed to just hey, this dude's an evil guy and he's holding hands with that chick. But whatever. Okay, 2 people of color.
Oh, I love how they're the fandom menace, the incels and bigots won. I want people to understand how terminally online you would have to believe to think that. People that aren't online, that live outside of the internet and probably just use the internet recreationally, not as much as we do, watched and didn't care and they fell off. It's how it works,
I mean, this show did answer a few questions that were out there. Like I heard a bunch of people saying like, okay, if the Jedi is this diverse, then what happened to all of them? Apparently, Manny Jacinto killed them all. He undiversified the Jedi, and that's just what happened.
Force.
That's the show's legacy.
Second Tower.
Ready for fucking 9/11?
Beginning. When The Acolyte was first announced as a female-run show with Leslie Headland at the helm, starring a black femme and a diverse cast of characters, unlike we had seen in a Star Wars project before, there were...
Yeah, right there. That's the problem. All that gobbledygook she just said, none of that has to do with character development, story, actually casting someone that would make the role impactful. It's all this like performative bullshit.
Hey, Manny Jacinto had a lot of impact, man. I cannot unsee that. His back muscles, taut back muscles, however it said that. All I can think is that audio description.
Review bombers took to the internet before the show even had a chance to air.
The show really wasn't review bombed. Critics were pretty like solid on it if you're just using Rotten Tomatoes. It's mostly just the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes that was in like the 14%, 13%, somewhere around there, honestly. That's where it was at. Oh, of course, this, I'm not sure that even is a woman. Can't really know these days. Of course. Apparently, these guys' opinions don't matter, but these people can't wait to always show their videos and give them more advertising constantly. My God.
I understand that it got review bombed to an insane degree by so many people who were hating on it just because of what seemed like internal prejudice.
Amanda Stenberg, who not only gave a phenomenal performance as Osha, but also as her twin sister May, had no choice but to stick up for themselves and defend herself against the vitriol and bigotry that she was receiving, because
this is the same black actress that made I wouldn't call that a rap video, I would just call that trash. She made a diss track like MGK did against Eminem. His was actually his was somewhat decent. Hers was just trash.
Are you saying that Machine Gun Kelly's was a decent one? You think,
at least you kind of understood where it was coming from. It had some nice production.
Did you? Dude, he quit the rap game for emo after that. He got his ass slapped so hard.
I'm just saying, you don't like yelling at the mic?
I like yelling at the mic. That's what I do.
God,
I don't know, man. I
you
understand
liked her diss track.
Why...
Her diss track was terrible.
I didn't say I like it. I said I understand why she would feel like she had to put that out there. It is interesting that people brought up a whole bunch of interviews that she did for a different show to prove how racist she is for this show.
That was really weird.
I don't know. I could see wanting to like get the last word or get an explanation out there. And man, that like went viral. And then on top of that, she looked pretty good in that video. Like she was actually showing off like her figure where they really frump her up in The Acolyte. I'm just saying, like, there isn't anything that like kind of, I didn't think that she was working with that, if you will.
Lucasfilm did not protect her.
Just
by making this and bringing attention to it, you are fucking with their discourse.
We're divided, and by that I mean incels of the internet and of Twitter.
Managed to pull off enemies to lovers so well.
Lucasfilm didn't do anything to protect the cast and the...
You know what's crazy? That company, Lucasfilm, also didn't do anything but protect Gina Carano. It's crazy how none of this was applied to Gina Carano back in the day either.
Like, not exist, isn't it? Disney?
Oh, shit. I remember all this wasn't for Gina Carano. Remember? Gina Carano was publicly fired. People said, oh, it's their right. Well, isn't it Lucasfilm right to cancel a show they don't want to have anymore? Why can't we have our logic work that way? Oh, I forgot. Only can work one way.
Crew of The Acolyte.
Why can't the girls have fun things for the girlies? Why?
Because this brand is for dudes. I want people to understand when you make a business, target demographics are a thing you have to break down because your target demographic is going to give you the most money you can make. Why do people think that like the Jurassic Park series dinosaur toys are in boys sections? Because, well, they factored in boys are going to play with dinosaurs more than girls. This is how it works. The reason why you have more dudes in most of this stuff is because it's mostly catered towards dudes. It's not No one's saying women can't like it. No one's saying women can't be fans. But the ratio of dudes to women you're gonna meet when you're in this stuff is so few far in between. It just is.
And
they're probably like,
what's nuts about that is right before we came on, I was on X. I can't remember the girl's name. I need to start saving this shit when I see it. This chick was like,
just retweeted her bookmark. That's what I do.
That's what I need to do. But this chick was like, I never need representation. Why? She's been a fan since the original saga, the original trilogy. And she's like, I saw myself in every character. I knew the bad guys were evil, even though they looked cool. I knew the good guys were good. There was never this gray area, and maybe these guys, they're just misunderstood, and maybe the good guys are really the bad. She's like, this is unnecessary.
Yeah. It's just an unnecessary pandering. Like what she said there. Why can't the girls have something? Okay, this is the reason why. You don't show up. It's performative. It's just all talk. If enough, because there's a lot of women on this planet. We know that. I don't know if the ratio of women to dudes is that big. If we're talking like a mass population, I'm pretty sure there's more. Are there more women than guys on the planet? I think there are, right? I think. Maybe I'm wrong. It wouldn't matter either way. Worldwide, there's a lot of women. So they made something for women, and women didn't show up. That's it. Keep in mind, men were blamed for the Marvels failure when the Marvels is actually, to be fair, it's kind of still geared towards dudes. If you're making a superhero female movie, even if we're going on that logic, women didn't show up for that either.
Remember the Charles Angels reboot with Elizabeth Banks saying the movie's not for men, and then like a month later saying the movie failed because men didn't go see it.
Stats always come out with some of these.
Like, we don't want your money. And
I want the stats to come out for the acolyte to see which gender watched it more. Because if this is for women, if women didn't show up, that's your fault it didn't get pushed, or maybe you didn't use your platform to promote it too much. It's always someone else's fault. It's never like, hey, it's just whatever. Fucking hell, man, crazy.
So, so the numbers are close, relatively.
Okay.
The numbers are close.
Okay, so just with that alone, women made the show fail. If this is for women and it must cater to women, they failed. And this thing is, why are we changing a boy brand to a chick brand? Why do women always got to do that? Women always got to come in guy shit, trying to gay it up with bullshit and feelings and all that gay shit. Oh, we got to talk about our feeling and shut up, bitch. God damn.
But it just shows how fragile you guys are to storytelling.
And it was for the girls on board.
Leslie Headland was so dedicated as a fan of Star Wars.
So when Mother Anicia says this quote, and the whole show is literally about people of color,
ask me.
This is why these, oh my God, who cares? I don't want people, who gives a fuck about people of color? Why don't we just cast actors? And I know there's nepotism in Hollywood, I know that, but idealistically, in a perfect world, you'd cast someone based off their merit, men or women. If you're doing superhero stuff, preferably if you keep it kind of accurate to who the character looks like. I would prefer that, but that's not happening. But a man can dream, right? What's this? It's all about first people of color and racism. It's like, shut up, fucking hell.
What I'm about to do.
Oh, Vulture says, what's up, man? Unrelated to Star Wars, but still pertains to Disney. What are your thoughts on Mufasa and them showing a younger Scar Mufasa's close friend / brother? Do you have an issue with that? I'll be honest here. I'm not watching it, man. I could care less, dude. I'm just not even touching it.
From
watching the first trailer and I wanted to blow my brains out.
Right.
Not even kidding you.
From watching the first movie, Lion King, you got the hint that you got the idea that they were close and they were younger.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Don't care. It's a prequel.
Yeah. Like you could even assume it's from the animated one that they had a close thing, they had a bad falling out, but I don't got to see an entire movie based off that. Something to just clouded in mystery, and I like that just the way it is. Chloe says
it's not a prequel though. It's a future one. You don't understand. Simba's kids are being told the story of Mufasa, so it's a future sequel that then goes back in time.
It's a sequel. It's a true sequel.
It's a prequel sequel.
No, it's a sequel. It's happening after.
Oh no! All I'm gonna say is that the IP can't survive without catering to white men. Maybe they should cater to them. Not just white men. It's not even just that. It's just men in general will make up the majority of the fan base. I'm not saying women can't watch, but you're gonna definitely have more men watching this than fucking.
I'm not saying they can't watch. They're just not invited.
But I'll say, if a girl goes to a Star
Wars,
okay, I'll say, if a girl goes to a Star Wars convention and she's like, "Oh my God, there's no dudes here, there's no women here," no shit. Like that's like me going to a salon and being like, "Where the white boys at?" You know, just
There's
be there.
probably a lot of them in the salon.
I don't care about what the incel said.
You guys bullied a man list.
Keep in mind, these girls are ugly too. These are some post-wall ugly fucking brides. There was like one cute, decent looking one at all these.
So bad.
That's just not true, man.
Oh my
A lot of
god,
these girls are decent.
2 of them are black. God,
Considering how it is
Yeah,
said in the that has
that doesn't exclude them.
one of the most toxic fan base like ever.
To receive this news, I like him.
I am mourning the fact that we're not getting any more Chimera edits because we're not going to get any more source material.
But at least the world was introduced to Manny Jacinto.
The precedent this is setting is very scary and very concerning. What Lucasfilm is doing with this decision is allowing the bigots to win, allowing the bigots to run with it.
you guys said their opinions don't matter. I mean, I don't even know how else to explain this. Like,
the goalposts are constantly moving.
Constant. Yeah. Every single day. Apparently, their opinions don't matter. Blah 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 blah. And it's like, dude, shut up. Fucking people.
In the beginning of that video, when it cuts from the girl with the pink hair to like that first one with the girl with the brown hair, it was maybe Irish. She says we've hit the second tower. She like comparing it to 9/11?
I believe so.
Like,
you don't understand. The hatred was the first tower, but the cancellation is the second tower. You don't want to know about Building 7.
Yeah.
MSK has shell shock.
Damn. What did I do? Lady, it's not a hard concept. People didn't watch the show, so they're not. Yeah, it's literally just a viewership problem. You know? The exclusive that came from Deadline said it was a viewership problem. Actually, do you know what did get viewership to get more stuff? The Mandalorian. Actually, no. I'll say this. From what I remember, based on stuff that I read when I was at work, the Mandalorian Season 3's ratings actually tanked itself. That's the reason why they mostly pivoted to a movie. That's what I thought. That's maybe their Mandalorian's going to be a movie, not a Season 4, right?
Well, it sucks because they also had like the trouble with Book of Boba Fett where they basically turned half of that season into like Mando. Yeah. It's weird, man. I don't know. There's been a lot of issues with that whole thing.
Right?
Yeah, Ahsoka and God damn it, the one that I actually like. Also starts with an A. Now I'm forgetting Andor. Andor is also getting season 2 eventually, they're saying, but from what I understand, Skeleton Crew next, I believe. Jude Law and Goonies in the Star Wars world. Way to go.
One sec. Sorry.
I don't know. Do you view Star Wars as a kids franchise?
No.
Because that's kind of where they're going with Skeleton Crew, and I don't know. I'm not sure if it's going to work out. I'm trying to think when they did that before. It was what, like the Ewoks movies or something like that? Like,
I think when we were little, it was a kids franchise. Now we've grown up, it's not. It grew up.
I think the prequels were kind of catered to kids, but I think that's always just cope. Even if something is catered for kids, I don't think you just make it like trash. It feels like people just use it as an excuse. Well, it was supposed to be catered to kids, so does that mean you just make a shit product then? Like, I don't know what people use that kind of line of thinking for. Because if it fits for kids,
no, I just mean Skeleton Crew. Like that next one is kind of like a kids based one. It's kind of like a group of kids on an adventure. It looks a lot like Goonies in space.
Well,
yeah.
I
remember Mandalorian is getting a movie. Ahsoka's getting a season 2. So, I mean, maybe the ratings were dipping for Mandalorian that they just made it to a movie. Ahsoka, I can't tell you about the ratings. I didn't really follow that one as much, though. But it is getting a season 2. But maybe it's because Dave Filoni likes Ahsoka a lot. So maybe that's probably why.
Chloe's explanation sounds pretty good, though. Like, Disney Plus is not profitable, and it's one way that they could actually get some money. Like, I do think people would still pay money to see Mandalorian. And Grogu, that baby Yoda thing.
Do you mind? We're getting the Rey Solo movie next year and Mandalorian Grogu the next. Back-to-back Star Wars films. Back to Star Wars, guys. After all these years.
If you look at Ryan Johnson's IMDb, it still says that he's got a Star Wars trilogy coming up too. So
yeah, but to be fair, you could go edit that right now.
Yeah, I have nothing saying that's going to happen, but you know, they're planning for this to be a franchise for the ages. It's going to just keep going on.
Yeah. I was saying,
I don't know.
With this, I shared a video from Doomcock. I know he's not really reliable and stuff, but like he actually showed a screenshot of this Lego movie coming out where Luke Skywalker, voiced by Hamill in the movie, is saying, so in this other timeline, my dad became good for 5 minutes. I tried to kill my nephew. You know, Disney doesn't approve anything without, especially making fun of them. So are they looking to retcon those sequel trilogies by this?
Kind of. I don't think they're going completely retcon them, but they're not going to make them a big part anymore.
Are they going to just kind of like steer back to where it was before?
I think so. Like, let's just not mention the whole Palpatine thing. Let's just, keep going.
Okay.
Phasma's back somehow.
Mark Hamill, he was doing some press thing this week or whatever. He was like, "May the Force be with you, but if you're a Trump supporter, go force yourself."
Yeah.
It's like, you're so cringe, Mark. Shut up. Go force yourself? Really? Oh my, he's such a Trump deranged weirdo. Him and Stephen King all day, 24 hours a fucking day, just tweet about Trump. Do they have anything else in life to look forward to? I swear, someone paid off those accounts to tweet that shit. Or they're not tweeting it themselves. I don't know what's going on anymore. Good Lord.
I don't know. Hamill says he speaks what he's fucking tweets, so who knows?
What's going over? Oh my God, there's so many meltdowns of people. I have never seen this much meltdown over a Disney Plus show. A Disney Plus show that these people barely ever fucking watched. Oh my God. That's the thing. This is the same problem with the same thing with Acolyte. Same thing with all these shows. All these shows are like these weird prequel, sequel shows that whenever you finish watching them, they don't really mean anything. You didn't like watching them. You didn't enjoy going through them. They feel like such a chore to get through. They just can't make TV shows. I don't know why they're still doing it, honestly. Disney Plus, remember, Bob Chapek said Disney Plus was supposed to be profitable by 2025 at that investor day back in 2020. 2025 is coming up very, very soon. About 4 months, so to speak.
It was supposed to be this year to a profitable, wasn't it?
2025, he said. So quarter one of 2025 is in like what, March? So yeah, time's ticking. And Bob Chapek's not there anymore. That's what he said. So maybe Bob Iger has a different way of looking at things. And even like, and Deadpool Wolverine did very well for Marvel, but like, I don't know how many more projects are they going to keep Ryan Reynolds on for? Because Rob Liefeld has talked about they should make a Deadpool course movie. I wouldn't mind seeing a Deadpool 4 or a Deadpool course movie. Sure.
Deadpool 4 is Deadpool core. That'd be awesome.
So I don't know. I may make those, but are they going to do it? Probably not. Oh, they also confirmed that RDJ, what we had said, RDJ is Victor Von Doom. Because they said, wasn't Doctor Doom supposed to be a villain also in Fantastic Four, or was just Galactus?
Just Galactus.
Okay, but I imagine there'll be a post-credit scene of him being introduced anyway. All the guys that you guys said that they rumored to talk to, they did. That Mads Mikkelsen guy,
yeah,
he said they talked to him. But hey, I mean, the chances of RDJ doing it, I mean, I believe in his acting. Because to be fair, if he does it good, he'll portray the best MCU hero and villain. That would be a great story for himself. I don't think they should have killed off Iron Man, but they did. They kill him off. He comes back as the best villain. The redemption story on that would be amazing if that happened. But if the movie's not good and his performance isn't good as Victor, that would be pretty bad. It's like you could have got someone different. The reason why I would say get someone different is because like how long is RDJ going to be doing this for? Didn't that guy like fucking 54 at this point? So it's always a thought in the back of your head, like,
yeah.
The more you get older, the more they less want to do that. Because keep in mind, the reason why he would not have done it earlier is because he was tired of playing Iron Man for a while. He's been playing Iron Man since like 2007. So like since 2007, he's been in that suit.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a different type of character, so it's a different role.
Yeah.
Plus,
so maybe
he's also gotten,
that kind of refreshes him, so it's not the same role, so it's a different perspective too. Actually,
right. Plus, he's also gotten himself in pretty good shape with going vegan or vegetarian, and then cutting out like all alcohol and all medicines. I think the guy is actually is pretty decently fit now.
Chloe says, and their investors are trying to sue them for fudging Disney Plus numbers. So take them announcing that Disney Plus is profitable with a grain of salt. Keep in mind, I think the only profitable streaming services are like what Netflix and like what Tubi. I still remember we're back in 2022. Netflix's stock completely dropped. They lost like over $1 billion.
Yeah,
and then they were all for password sharing, but I forgot who was their CEO guy, Ted Sarandos, I think is the CEO guy. He had said that basically the reason why they had to stop it is because they were losing so much money on it that they were basically wasting money on people password sharing to the point where they weren't able to invest in the new stuff. Now, that could be true or not, give or take how he looks at things. But keep in mind, this is the same fucking company that paid directors out the ass to direct movies for the streaming service. Where'd all that money go to? They gave, what's his name? Martin Scorsese, whole load of money. They gave Michael Bay a whole load of money. They wanted big Hollywood talent to go to Netflix to direct a movie for Netflix. But as people know, with directors like Michael Bay and Martin Scorsese and Christopher Nolan, they want their movies in theaters, seen on the big screen around the world. Makes perfect sense. But Netflix, I don't want to hear bullshit like, oh, they were wasting money doing that shit. Because the thing is, Michael Bay, I'm not doubting he phoned it in on his directed movies, but like, how much are you really going to invest your mind into a direct to streaming movie versus a direct to movie that is going to the big market? Actually, you know,
I mean, if they pay me the money, I'm gonna give them what they're paying me. That's just me, though. I don't care if it's an indie project or if it's a studio back project. If I'm being paid a shit ton of money, I'm gonna give them what they hired. You know?
Yeah, because I think people gotta understand that. And hey, I respect it. You know, I respect Netflix trying to be as big as the other movie companies. But remember, they're not subsidized by a bigger company. You know, all the streaming services are subsidized by someone bigger. Netflix is just its own thing. You know, so yeah. And speaking of Netflix, I'm gonna do a watch party for the Union, and then we'll do an open spoiler discussion for it Sunday. So we have 2 of them this week. Extra podcast episodes for you guys. And Wednesday Top G's should be tomorrow with me, Darnell, Kata, and Sam. I'm just waiting on their responses back right now. And then Thursday, I think I have a show with Nick. I think Nick and Jared. I think actually.
So, Chloe,
and then we have the Top 9 podcast on Thursday as well.
Chloe, what's funny about the investors trying to sue Disney for fudging their numbers? The investors keep voting in those same motherfuckers who would do it, fudging the numbers. The investors could vote them out, but they don't. It's ridiculous. It's like, oh, how dare you do what I voted you to stay in for?
The whole Ike Perlmutter thing. That's why he had that one guy he was investing in, the one guy he had still as a person in Disney. That's why he had. He just wants a bunch of yes men around him. That's so useless. These people cannot take criticism at all. That one guy I forgot. It wasn't Ike Perlmutter. It was another guy that was still in there that the media labeled as an activist, which is not true. He just likes actively investing to make a lot of money. He had basically said, "Hey, people don't go to the movie theaters to be lectured."
Yeah. And
he did say something weird. He was like, "Why would I go see Black Panther with an all-black cast?" Yeah, it was a whole all-black cast comment. It's like, I don't think Black Panther's cast was all black. I think it was. Was it?
It was all but I think one. Martin Freeman.
Oh no. Oh shit. Go Mike Perlmutter's crew.
Look, I watched Black Panther. I didn't look at the movie saying, "Where's the white guys?" or "Ooh, it's all black." I watched for the fucking story, which is a pretty damn good story.
Yeah, I think these people are just weird, fucking narcissistic. I'll say, not vindictive, just in the need for validation constantly.
Yeah,
just
that was yeah. That's why
I gotta see myself, man. It's like, bro, stop.
Yeah, like I don't watch a movie to see myself in the role. I watch a movie for entertainment.
Mm-hmm. Oh. We'll go over that Liz Wheeler thing later on. Well, that was just funny in itself. Oh my god.
I can't
Lesbian.
understand you. The what?
Oh god. Women and L's, just an even more iconic duo.
I hear MSKLs has some new great comments.
Hey, with Nelson Peltz. Yeah, with Nelson Peltz. Yeah, people forget all these board of directors get voted in like what every 3-4 years actually, or some shit like that.
Year.
Every year. Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah,
because he could do it again next year.
You got to factor in. People said, "Oh, George Lucas betrayed the fans." It's not really even that. George Lucas, along with the money that he got from selling his soul to Disney for millions to wipe his tears with, he has an active need and want Disney to succeed.
Well,
technically,
yeah,
with a conflict of interest, he can't actually want Disney to fail because that means all his shares in Disney will be worthless. Honestly, he can't have Disney fail.
And he said he was just getting old. He wanted to hand off to someone else. Disney promised him they would take care of his baby, and he said himself they lied. That's why he's gotten more involved.
Like, he could straight up get more involved and it'd be better. It's like you can't, but he has a direct financial incentive to make sure that whatever they're doing with Star Wars is working. He's got a lot of money invested into them. Keep in mind, it wasn't just a straight cash transaction.
I could see him not wanting to get involved though, because knowing what they're gonna do to it, no matter what he says, they would somehow put the blame on him. So he's just kind of like staying out of it. 100% see that.
Did Gray left us?
No,
to go take care of his dogs.
Only, that little bit mentally. Physically, I'm still here.
Just 1 sec. We're gonna answer this reply.
It wasn't technically dogs I was taking care of this time. It was sugar gliders, the marsupials. But the zoo. It calls.
You guys just live in zoos. You guys just want animals around you. God,
dude, it's awesome, man. What can I say?
I have 4 animals. They're kids. I don't need animals. They're like animals. I don't need any.
Yeah, my zoo's all full up, but they're great. They're the next best thing to kids.
Were you guys ever into like Beetlejuice? I never saw the first one, so I don't care.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Fucking awesome,
You've never seen Beetlejuice?
Why are you yelling at me?
How do you even? How? Why?
So apparently,
your Michael Keaton knowledge is very lacking.
So Michael Keaton apparently won't be in the new one as much. He'll have limited screen time.
I don't know. The trailer looked like he was a main character.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of make you think that, but I'm guessing he comes in third act. But we'll see. We'll see.
For a friendly reminder, if you want Acolyte but good, replay Knights of the Old Republic. While I'm here, Chloe, you can play with me while you're here. Because I'm a hot, rich, good-looking man. Obviously,
none of those are true.
Tall, don't forget tall. He's frozen again.
Well, while he's unfreezing himself, as Walter points out, for MSK's greatest moments, subscribe to his Posting L's channel. It's a great channel. Always uploading the most quality content just when you need it. And then there is the link there. Make sure to go over, like and subscribe. Ring that bell so that you know the latest MSK win. Oh, yeah.
These are not W's. Those are L's over there. Why do you guys do this to me?
Technically, we didn't do it to you. You did it to yourself, sir.
You roast the people closest to you.
Give me 1 sec.
You just need to figure out the pronunciation for Aronofsky.
Jeez, man.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, they didn't. I mean, they kind of fixed the internet, but it's better than last night. But God damn. God, man. Fuck. Hate these fucking people, man. Fix my shit. I'm paying like good money for this shit. God damn. He hasn't posted in a month.
Banner. Love the MSKW's banner.
Yeah.
I hate that banner.
It's real artistic like.
I like the banner, dude. It's really cool. I like it.
God, man.
It's cool.
Drunken Emerald Arrow's not here, so I have to carry both of you.
Hey,
editing is just so good. The way that he puts the words on screen just so that you can know what MSK is struggling with. Perfect.
God, man. But yeah, I want to make sure before we head out, everyone knows I will be from this point forward more consistent. I'm going to be more consistently uploading at least pre-recorded content, not streams. Streams will always have, but pre-recorded content will be coming out more consistently. I'm going to start making sure I upload more videos on here in a timely fashion when certain things get announced or news drops or whatever Twitter drama you guys want me to cover. Comic book stuff. That is also new comic book videos are coming out as well. And the Yu-Gi-Oh channel will be getting started very, very soon. And then the other channel that I haven't announced yet, I was going to make it something else, but I'm going to not do that yet. I'm going to just make it to a different channel. But so let everyone know.
So the Lizzo channel will have to wait.
Hey, congrats to her. She is losing weight. Everyone called her a fat piece of shit for months, weeks on end. Shamed her.
Have you seen her flute the flute? I mean, it's pretty amazing.
I want to know why she wasn't fucking canceled for making dancers shove bananas in themselves.
Yeah, I got kind of a yes. I've kind of I tracked down some of that information. It's very similar to a situation with another comedian, but he didn't get in any trouble for making his assistants do that. But yeah, it is interesting that all just kind of went away. But Bananin, yeah, apparently good times in Amsterdam. Hey, you're the one who titled this Banana Bread, MSK. You brought this on.
Make my ass hungry, man.
Channel of MSK's W, and it should have 0 vids. Chloe, God, man, women just do that. They just want to get challenged. Women challenge to get. Women just challenge you to get punished. Oh my God, fucking hell. Well, that's pretty much it. We had a great show tonight. As you guys know, I got to work an extra day this week, so got to get to bed in a little bit here after I finish editing the vlog and I finish putting out the thumbnail for my new videos dropping. But like I said before, just gonna make a not promise because I don't want to break any promises, but I will do my best to make sure to put out more consistent pre-recorded content. That is my final goal for 2024. And that is what is the goal I am going to work towards. I can't say those things, Chloe, because people are going to imply weird stuff. But I'm always a hot, rich, good-looking guy, so everyone can assume whatever they want to.
Do you realize your camera's on, right?
Horrible.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. Yeah, sometimes late in the night, your brain starts wandering into different places, and yeah, you get like this horny bug in you. Well, it's with me.
wait. What did you get in you late at night?
You don't always have that where you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and your dick's just hard. You don't have that?
It's usually because I got to piss. I've been holding it in.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the piss boner, but I don't know about the thing in me. That seems weird. Okay.
Good Lord. God, Chloe. I'm going to just beat you up. So there's too much stuff that goes on in life. But yeah, I'm being honest, I really, really want to make sure, because like news will drop and then like I'll write it down to do as a video and I don't do it. Not because I don't want to, because I'm just tired. I want to make sure right when news drops that I'm knowledgeable on, I'm doing the video for it. I don't care what it is. I don't care time, nothing, doing it. That is my goal that I want to let you guys know about. I am doing content way more consistent. I'm going to be a lean content making machine, actually. Holy shit. Because there's just so many things I want to say about so many things, but I think, like, you know, and people like us when we record the videos together, we do them on the stream, but the factor in, like, by that time, just editing the videos out and putting them, it's a lot. So people gotta understand I would honestly like to make sure even I do the videos myself sometimes. That way they're already done. That way for on a show, then I just get your guys' perspective on them. So we're gonna still do the John Campia way. It's just gotta be a little bit more consistent with how I'm structuring stuff. But yeah, we'll start her with outros. Gray, what you got planned coming up?
Oh, you know, supposedly I'm a YouTuber, so there are some videos that are gonna drop at some point. I don't know how you beat me with my Acolyte one, but fair enough. You know, right when the iron is ice cold, I got like 4 Acolyte videos I'm gonna put out there. So yeah, look forward to those. Definitely ring the bell, and you'll know as soon as those happen. Whatever decade they drop.
OBS. That was it. That's usually what you do.
But yeah, other than that, you know, every Thursday on That Darn Kidda's channel, YouTube at That Darn Kidda, it's the thinkers. We do a think. It's, you know, people from at least 3 different continents getting together, disagreeing about everything amicably. I think this time we're talking about cinema or something. So everyone's going to argue. It's going to be great. Join us if you want to. If not, yeah, I'm sure there's other things going on. What do you have going on, Darnell?
Top G's tomorrow. Whatever we're doing this weekend. That's about it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you have Netflix, just you can watch The Union, and we just review it on Sunday.
Okay. It's a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie. Now, will it be the movie of all time? Movie ever made?
It's definitely a movie.
It's on Netflix.
It's got Halle Berry and the Wahlberg himself. So how bad could it be?
Yeah, it has Halle Berry. Oh, also, speaking of news, oh my God, breaking news in my butt. Just kidding. What's her name? Jennifer Lopez has filed for divorce to Ben Affleck.
Again? Those 2 kids couldn't work it out.
Again? Yeah, I forgot they did date before. That's true. Yeah. Couldn't work out for a second time.
Mike
I threatened to beat you up. Yeah. I threatened to beat you up.
It was horrible.
I threatened to beat you up in a different way. All right, I need to go to bed. So
there's some cool people. This movie, Mike Coulter's gonna be in it. That's Luke Cage, Jackie Earle Haley. Yeah. I'm fucking watching this, man.
Deal. And if I have to suffer through it, you should too.
Hell yeah.
Jenny.
Oh, it's out now. Oh no, it's next month.
The Union? Okay. No way.
Yeah,
I think it's out now. I saw it on the.
Wait, this is August. Yeah, it's
August 20th. It came out last week.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch it tonight.
It's Netflix. Most people have Netflix already. So
yeah, I'm watching it tonight. In fact, I'm gonna queue it up.
Now, will you be able to remember it in your brain until Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He's not you, man. You know, it's not one ear and out the other.
When it comes to, and look, if I do see myself forgetting, I'll watch it again.
We have retention of entertainment, sir.
Okay.
My brain has been working like properly lately. I've been remembering a lot of stuff, and
definitely right. So,
yeah, there we go.
All right, everyone. So, just letting you guys know, the new the Cloud9 podcast is getting uploaded to Rumble. I'm currently on season 3 right now. Eventually, I'm going to try and stream that show to YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch, and not have it on X, but I have to upload all the episodes first before that. So that's what I'm currently working on. I know I'm really behind on uploading new episodes of the Iron Man podcast. I'm going to make sure I get that done, because right now with the Cloud9 podcast and the Iron Man podcast with podcasting platforms, there's an episode that didn't go through right, so I got to put it in my YouTube account and download it a certain way to get it done for Spotify. So yeah, but you can expect new episodes of the Iron Man podcast and Cloud9 podcast to come out on the podcasting platforms. That way, if you could not watch and listen to the show live, you can consume the show or the other show on your favorite podcasting platforms. Rumor is the Iron Man podcast is ending. Yeah, it's gonna get canceled at episode 1000. We got to reboot back to number 1. Oh my God.
Wait, episode 1,000. So there's only a couple more months left, and then Jesus.
Months. No, okay. The only way to push it to 1,000 faster is if I did all those one-on-ones and all those. I was doing shows basically 7 days a week. That'd be the only way to do it again.
Burn your ass out.
Not happening ever again. The only reason why I did that is because it would put the show up to the level that the other one was at, and it would push it past it. And I wanted to have the show at a point where I felt like we should already had it at. So, but to do that, because I didn't also to make it for all the other shows we lost, so I had to make it for all that stuff. So I had to make up for 3 different things, and we're already at the point where I think we should be at. Maybe we hit episode 600. That's kind of where I think we should be at. Kind of just work our way there. There might be one of those times. There might be a time when I rest up enough to the point where I want to make that final push to pushing it that far, but that'll probably be around like maybe episode 800. Maybe I just make that final push to like, let's nudge it up there to 900, but we'll take a little bit of time off on all those one-on-ones that I did, because that was a fucking lot. Holy crap. There was a day I did 5 in one single day. I was at least doing 3 a single day with the panel shows. We had at least the one-on-ones every day. So we'll get back to that point again.
Did it impress the investors? Did we get renewed for another season?
There is no seasons. The Cloud9 podcast is seasons. There is no seasons here. Oh my God. You guys are crazy. So yeah. Oh, what was I saying? Oh my God, my wife's gonna probably blow me tonight. Maybe. Just depends. All right, so
poor Dora.
That's just how you get thrown in a wood chipper. So Cloud9 podcast episodes going to Rumble to eventually make sure it's YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch. New episodes of the Iron Man and Cloud9 podcast getting uploaded to the podcasting platforms. That way, like I said before, if you can't listen live, then you can just listen on your favorite podcasting platform. And the goal for 2024 to end off the year, September, October, November, December, moving forward after today's episode, more consistent content. That means pre-recorded videos when something is announced as far as news, cancellation, like the Acolyte, anything that I can talk about, that I know I can talk about. It's all the stuff we already talked about anyway. I know I can do it myself. I'm also talking about on panels too, obviously. I'm going to get the videos done. Consistent uploads. I'm not saying how many videos I'll do a day. I'm just saying I will consistently put out, you'll probably consistently see a video a day. I know I can at least do that for you. I used to do that back in the day, and then I just gradually work my way up doing more a day, actually, So starting from so Wednesday, tomorrow, uploading consistent content. I already have it planned. I just got to make sure to just do it and get it done. And people say I already like doing it. It's not that I don't like doing it or don't want to do it. I'm just fucking dead inside, And Miss Walter says, Elliot Page playing MSK. I'm currently cutting weight to get to the right size to play the role. Oh my God. Just too many jokes there. Too many jokes. But yeah. The Iron Man podcast coming tomorrow is going to be the Alien Romulus spoiler discussion. It's 6 Wednesday, Top G's. Thursday, we should have a show with me, Jared, and Phoenix, the Cloud9 podcast, and then the rest of the shows for the week. So thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Iron Man podcast, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great night, everybody. Deuces.